So hello all, this is Sandeep Mandal from DES Engineering, and today I am signing in for a newer video on my DES Engineering channel. So the topic here I am going to discuss is what we call it as FEM software. There are different FEM softwares are available in the market. So what we call it as various FEM software. There are different types of various softwares available on the market, such as ANSYS, LS-DYNA, PAMCrash, HyperMesh. So I'm just going to give a brief descriptive illustration what to use in which condition, depending on my experience, or depending on what type of project I have done recently and what to use. There are different types of video you can find on YouTube based on this classification, which types of software used for various applications. But in my case, I'm explaining which type of software one CA engineer has to use depending upon their physical properties and mechanism involved in a problem. Now, various engineering problems has their own mechanism to solve it, but how to illustrate, how to set up a mechanism parameter into a software domain, how to design those type of critical cards, material handling cards, to analyze those material behavior under different types of loading, we choose different types of software. So I have some list. I prepared one list for this type of software. I'm going to compare ANSYS, HyperMesh, LS-DYNA, HyperCrash, and some wizard modules of SolidWorks simulation module, Creo, Fusion 360, Cloud Software Modeling. Now, this classification is somewhat based on different criteria. Now, what are these criteria? The criteria are defining in a various classified domain. So first, I'm going to give an example such like that. Processing requirement. So I'm going to classify these all the software depending upon their processing requirement and the system configuration they need to calculate or to simulate any type of physical or mechanical problem into it. Now let's talk about ANSYS software. In the ANSYS software, it is totally a graphical presenting software. We cannot edit a text editor file here. The backup file and the C drive generative files which are generating backside at the programming level, we cannot extract that in the graphical type of software. So, and this is totally based on graphical based software. That's why it needs a high processing computer, high processing power of the RAM condition, hard drive condition, because in ANSYS package there are physical, not physical, the virtual applications embedded with this ANSYS package is very high. You can find entire engineering simulation on the left side of their module, ANSYS module. Also, apart from this, ANSYS main layout contain different processing parameters such as space claim editing module. If you are doing structural analysis, there is a mechanical model for that. If you are doing a fluent CFD, fluent combustion application, CFX post, and fluent processing, turbulence energy processing, these type of other application concluded, not concluded, it is embedded within the software only, and it is get actuated when you are doing a physical when you are solving a particular type of physical or mechanical or any type of engineering problem. If you are doing a fluent, you have to go for ANSYS fluent CFX. If you are going to if you are going for turbulence analysis, then you have to go for what we call it as CFX IBP. Okay, so ANSYS is totally a graphical processing software. It need time to solve. It actually need time to solve any type of graphical represent or solve a problem. So why it need time? Because it also it solves a program background. Also, it can show us a graphical representation of different types of mechanical relative entities on screen. uh, by doing this vice versa condition. That's why it needs time and it needs high processing power of a computer. Now, other classification parameter I'm considering that is system requirement. I have considered that system requirement into the first module. Now, meshing. If you are doing any type of mechanical meshing, CFD meshing, while you are doing meshing, you does not have a particular option to modify those mesh. It is automatically creating a mesh. So depending upon the multi-zone mesh, automatic method, triangular zone, higher order element, second higher order element, third higher order element. But you cannot modify a specific region for mesh. You can add an inflation layer, you can add a refinement, but there is no simplicity tool to modify the mesh into the mechanical module and modify those modeling condition. That's why we have to give a finer mesh in the ANSYS meshing module. So what it need to create? It requires a very high aspect ratio and high processing power of a computer. Now again going for explicit and implicit type of solver. So in ANSYS they both contain explicit, implicit type of module in it. I told you earlier, it contains all the engineering aspects or all the engineering domain into the left side. You can go for the electromagnetic side, you can go for geology, you can go for geometry modeling and etc. So these are the main features which I have analyzed by working different types of project in ANSYS. In the next video, I'll be telling you some these type of relative information about LS-DYNA, and in the further modules I can tell you Fusion 360, also what we can hypermesh and hypercrash, etc. So this is Sandeep Mandal signing out from my Des Engineering channel. Until we meet again, thank you. Thanks for watching this video.